What if I told you that every video game you've ever played, from punching trees in Minecraft to surviving the horrors of Raccoon City, is basically a lie? A mathematical, beautifully orchestrated lie. You think you're exploring a living, breathing universe, but in reality, your computer is just frantically redrawing a digital flipbook 60 times every single second, desperately trying to trick your brain. And today, we're gonna pop the hood to show you exactly how this interactive magic trick actually works. No boring code, just the raw, mind-bending reality of game design. Let's go. Unlike Microsoft Word or your web browser, which literally just sit there doing absolutely nothing until you click a mouse, a video game is a living simulation. The universe doesn't pause just because you dropped your controller to grab a snack. Gravity still works, enemies still patrol, and the wind still blows. To pull this off, games use something called the game loop. It's a relentless, never-ending cycle of 3 steps. 1. Process input. Did you press a button? 2. Update state. Calculate physics, move the bad guys, do the math. 3. Render output. Draw the picture on your screen. If your computer can do this 3-step dance 60 times in 1 second, you get a buttery smooth 60 FPS, frames per second. If it can't, the illusion shatters, and you're playing a very ugly PowerPoint presentation. So who is doing all this heavy lifting? Enter your PC components. The CPU, Central Processing Unit, is the manager of the game. It handles all the logical, step-by-step tasks. It figures out where the NPCs are walking, calculates the bullet drop on your sniper rifle, and tells the graphics card what to draw. The GPU, Graphics Processing Unit, on the other hand, is your army of painters. They don't do complex logic. Instead, they do millions of simple color and lighting math equations all at the exact same time to render a gorgeous 4K image. But here's the catch. If a game has too many unique objects, the CPU gets overwhelmed trying to give orders, leaving the powerful GPU completely bored. This is a CPU bottleneck. To fix this, we rely on RAM, your high-speed scratch pad, and ultra-fast NVMe SSDs to stream massive worlds instantly. Though, pro tip, if you're upgrading a gaming laptop for better performance, always check if it has a single or dual RAM slot first. Otherwise, you might severely limit your CPU's breathing room. And when the GPU itself gets too sweaty trying to draw ultra-realistic ray-traced shadows, that's where modern AI swoops in with frame generation and upscaling, like DLSS, literally using artificial intelligence to guess and invent brand new frames out of thin air to keep the game running smooth. Oh, and forget average FPS. The real villain of gaming is the 1% lows. You could average 100 FPS, but if the game engine suddenly stutters for a full second right as you pull the trigger, you're dead. Consistency is king. To make hardware do the impossible, studios build custom game engines. Take Naughty Dog, Uncharted, The Last of Us. In older games, characters looked robotic when they walked. Naughty Dog fixed this with motion matching. Instead of rigid animations, the engine constantly searches a massive database of real human movement data in real time, picking the exact perfect frame of animation so feet actually stick to the ground. Then there's Capcom, geared up for Resident Evil Requiem. Moving survival horror into massive open worlds absolutely melted their old engine, so they evolved it into the Rex engine. By using a genius trick called a visibility buffer, they stopped the CPU from double-checking geometry, drastically cutting down the workload and letting you fight off hordes of monsters in fully ray-traced open environments without your PC catching fire. And finally, Rockstar's upcoming GTA 6, powered by Rage 9. They aren't just making pretty puddles, they are simulating mathematical fluid dynamics that will literally change how your car handles in a storm. And to make 70% of buildings enterable without melting your hard drive, they use a seed and delta system. When you wreck a virtual room, the game doesn't save the whole room, it just saves the tiny math equation that built the room, plus a note that says, "He broke the TV." So what's next? 2 words: generative AI. Soon, NPCs won't just repeat the same 3 lines of dialogue. Game developers are integrating large language models directly into the game loop. The characters will actually have memories, dynamically react to your actions, and hold full conversations with you. And you might not even need a NASA supercomputer to run it. With 6G networks and edge computing, all the heavy lifting will be done on a server farm miles away, beaming a flawless, lag-free image straight to your screen in microseconds. Video games are no longer just toys. They are the most rigorous stress tests of modern computing on the planet. The next time you load up your favorite game, take a second to appreciate the millions of mathematical miracles happening behind the screen just to let you hit that perfect headshot. If your brain just leveled up, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the tech you love, and let me know in the comments what game has the absolute best physics you've ever seen. See you in the next one.